Hello everybody and welcome back. Old School with you here, and we are once again under construction. Alright, I had an opportunity to get a look at Midnight Q's Iron Fist toy box, which is really super cool. And I've got some things I'm going to expand upon on mine now that I've seen his. So there was a couple of different things, and I will go through them with you as we go to work. And then we'll get back to the Devil's Tower. If not, it might be during this build. If not, it'll be the next one. And I also came up with a really cool idea for a game based on another one of his that I bounced around in that he's working on currently. So let's get to Iron Fist. From the front layout, I was pretty much on the money. Couple of things that I need to tweak up, and I'm going to do differently in general. That fountain, which I love so much, I still love, but that's not the way he had his fountain.
Black Widow reporting for duty.
And I kind of like the way he actually did the fountain. I'm glad I did the little trick with this one. Don't leave the box, so you start setting everything in motion. Almost made the mistake. It was a cool little trick to learn from on how to make that circle around it. But the reality is, his is not a circle. Spoiler alert! So I'm gonna guess he went like this. I'm going to theme this up. Well, I would theme it if it would get back down. Oh, we'll spin it later. Oops, easy there, big feller. Okay, now we're going to have to get rid of that and that. And then what we will end up doing is moving, not that, we'll move that for a moment. Actually, this might still... Yeah, we're going to move it. I think this is about right. We'll see. If there's a collision, we'll have to move it again. If there's a collision, we'll have to move it again. Actually, maybe... Perhaps. Let me just see something here. So I'm not sure how there won't be a collision, so I think I'm going to have to use that. And that's going to be the new center. Oop, down, boy. So as you can see, you don't have any collision effects building it this way, which is the way he had it. And it kind of looks cool too, but there's more we're going to do, and you don't need to worry about it. We're good. We can get rid of that locator. We're going to lay down some floor tiles and make them into water. Small guy. Actually, I guess we could probably go with the large, couldn't we? Let's see. Water. I think it's this way. No, I take it back. I think it's this way. Either way, you'll end up getting there. I'm just trying to find the shortest path of resistance. Isn't that what they tell you to do? Water. Where are you, water? Normally not a huge fan of the water tile just because I don't really think it does the water thing quite right. But it works perfectly in this situation. Where the heck is it? Did I miss it? Obviously I missed it. Crystal. Frozen. Hologram. Aqua stucco. Well, it's got aqua in it. Groot. Groot by Fabergé. Some of you will get that. Oh, there it was. I missed it. Can't do 4 of them. It's too large. So we'll have to go with the little guys the rest of the way. Alright, now we got our little pond with our fountain. What would work well in there? Oh, I got an idea, if I can find them. I'm actually stealing the idea, let's be real. Enemies. I don't think it's sidekicks. It might be. I don't think it is, but it could be. More than likely, I would think it'd fall into critters. Of course, I could be really wrong too. Let's see if we get some luck in here. Aha! So he said he was having trouble. Let me see. Because I can't figure out why there would be a problem once you drop them in there, but let me see if I have that same problem. Where they would come outside the pond or something like that. But now we got our fishing. Fishes going at it. So we'll keep an eye on them and see if they escape or not. Okay, a few other things. And he did have some townspeople, I might add that too. It was kind of a lifelike thing going on there with the people moving about. But there's more than one bench. How was I supposed to know? Couldn't see nothing. I'm going to keep my... he used a rail all the way around the base here. I'm going to just stick with the stuff I got going on there right now. And line this up. And one more time. Bam. Just like that. Now. Now. We're about to get serious up in here. Oh, that's going to be difficult, because that's actually one of my... somewhere up here. Yeah, there. Alright, well, we're not taking that one, so we're okay. I think we're not taking that one. I take those two, oh, I technically have to take this one, don't I? Well, it'll manage. And now comes the interesting part here. Let's go. I was somewhat correct about some of this upstairs part here. Alright, let's go this way. How did he get his to sit up there? Maybe it was double wide. Speaking of double wide, by the way, his staircase was double wide, whereas mine is not, so I may even change that out. Ugh, I don't want to go out this way though, because then I gotta move all that. I might stick with the single. But at the same time, I'm going to have to put one on this side because I didn't realize there was one on each side. And I will likely have my start location changing as well. And in the meantime, I will stick this where it can do no more harm until I'm ready. I probably should have kept that one there. Oh well. Gonna have to get rid of that. Otherwise it won't work. I'm gonna add it back later. Alright, here's what I am thinking. I am thinking this is all going to go bye-bye. And this will stand over here for now, because eventually it's gonna go back here somewhere. And I'll probably end up relocating this guy as well, just not this second. Got 3 there, we got 2 there. Well, I guess I could have left that other one then, right? And again, he's got a little something different going on down there than what we do. Okay, stone. What stone did I use? I don't remember. Pretty sure it was earlier on though. Dungeon? Yeah. No, no, no. I hate when I do that, which is all too often. Got a feeling that this isn't going to cooperate, but as long as we get... Try it again. Dadgummit. How many times you going to do the same thing? Bam. Again, he's done something a little bit... Oops. Guess I should probably... A little bit different with this section than what we're going to do. But in the end, we're still going to have similarity in that he's got this multi-level floor thing going on, which I always like that kind of build. If you look back at most of the stuff I've been doing lately, it's been several floors together, one stacked on top of the other kind of things, and I like that. So in here, he's got like a ceiling slash roof thing. Actually, I think it's going to be more back here, but we're going to probably come up with something slightly different. I just don't know what exactly yet. I want to finish this part up here first so I can kind of see that part coming to fruition. I'd really like to make a second staircase. There. We'll see. Guess I'm doing it because I'm already doing it. That can stay like that, I think. So what we're going to basically do is move all of this stuff over. Is that going to affect, or how is that going to affect? I think that's going to affect. Yeah, it's going to cut into that, and I don't like that. I'm sticking with the single. Yeah, I'm going to stay with the single block. Alright, so with that in mind, let's get in here. Poof. We're good. Alright, now I need something like that. Perfect. Only, yeah, we're gonna have to sync it, which means I gotta lose all these guys to do that. Oh wait, no, I can't lose those. What am I saying? Don't be stupid. New conundrum. I guess I could just go with, yeah, track. That's kind of what he did. Alright, in that case, think... Alright, let me see. Oops. Let's see if this will work here and Alt. No, because I have to say... Alright, there's times where I feel like I'm not needing to delete things, but then I realize I do. But I can't delete that. So that makes that level. But if I go any lower, I'm going to lose my stairs. So I'll be blocking them like that, which is rude. Unless I was to... Boy, that's going to be some major renovations. Well, you know what? Lucky for me, I put a second level in. So guess what? I've got a level to spare. Now we might be alright. And I'm going to stick this thing up here somewhere for the moment. That's our enemy locator. One of them anyway. Okay, sync. And hopefully no more collision issues. Now it's even with the stairs, so yay for that. And we should be good. There we go. Alright, that's done. Now let's go back to here. Now let's get rid of these guys. Okay, moving right along. Actually, you know what? Alright, we can grab some of those later and find them back up again quickly. And I may still use this. Don't matter, I'll get it back. And then on this side, we are going to definitely be losing this. Might just barely keep that. Whoa, mercy. I'm gonna put a second one here just to balance this out. Also helps fills it up a little bit. Okay. There we go. Alright, now let's hit our racetracks. I'm just going to take some long, or maybe even some very long tracks and lay it down here. What are we flying with? The tree. Alright, well that's not a problem. There. Again I did it. Speaking of trees. Okay. Now back here, let's go ahead and theme that real quick. So this is a really clever build he came up with. Let's see if that works. That does not work. That's a little closer. He had a... Not sure which one he went with, to be honest with you. No, I can already tell you it wasn't that. Well, let's look at it anyway, though. No. This is probably what it was. And if it's not, I think it might be now. Just see if there's anything else that I find here. I know it's kind of boring, but I think I'm going to go with it. Is that all going down? Yes, yes, yes. Alright. Squash that end out. Okay, alright. Some parts are behaving and other parts are not. Floor tile. He had some more curved space on his as well, but I'm probably not going to do... I might actually have like some cars just driving by in general or something, I don't know. Kind of like I did the subway train. What is that? Echo base? Feels like it's Echo base. Okay, before we start on that second staircase, let me get this back section put together here a little bit better. Boom, boom, boom. I'll just replace that for the moment. It's not where it's going to end up, I'm sure. What issue are we having? Oh, this is that stupid stuff. And what are you colliding with? Tree? Or is it the corner? Goodbye. Alright, that'll take care of that issue. There we go. Okay, and that's going to be too wide. This one actually measures up pretty exactly. Let's see if there is some reason for that. Yeah, I think because I measured this up against the end here versus the end here. Well, why don't we do this? Because I think it's going to be more important to the overall product that we line this up. Yeah, that's better. That'll work. Now, I may end up changing the terrain blocks here. Like so. Alright, decision making time. Now, as we're going to enter this section here, you have to make some other decisions. Let's start by putting these stairs down so we can make sure we're measuring up right. Make sure I got the head clearance on that. That's awfully close, isn't it? What can we do? Oh, I know what we can do. Poof. Bibbidi bobbidi. Boop. And actually, this is, I think, what he did. Now that I'm thinking about it, I recall that he might not have gone quite that large, though. And it might not not be a bad time to start deciding what theme I'm going with for this. It's definitely not going to be that. So let's see, Concrete 2, how you feeling? Kind of boring. Nah, it's too dark. This is going to be a happy fighting ground. Kind of running out of options. Ooh, might have a winner. It almost looks like a high-end concrete. We're gonna go with that. Okay. And I think we're gonna go... Well, I'll tell you what, let's go... I'll bang 2 of those out right there real quick. It definitely makes it easier. Smoother transition, and that works. Now let's see. That's it. Get rid of the long ones there. And finish with a short one. Okay. end up putting stuff here. Might as well do that now. And once again, this basically just, oops, wrong. It's kind of difficult to do it underneath. Dadgummit. This will keep all the little cracks of light from getting through. Because nobody wants to see that. Tell you what, we're gonna not use that. We'll do a couple. Oops, do a couple up here. But I don't want to change that. Still keeps everything nice and even. Good. We will need some side blocks, but we're gonna have to change it to rain again. Whoa. Let's go like this, I think. Let's see, go up to here. It's all there. Like so. And like so. Alright, let's see what this looks like. It's looking kind of orange to me. That's why I'm thinking I'm going to make some changes to the... We can do a couple of things here. See, I can't really change it up here without changing the top, and I kind of like the top. So let's go with some wood, wall panels. Alright, that's going to be a little bit of a pain, but I can do that with a locator or a Pathfinder. In the meantime, let's try them up here and see how it likes. Kind of feel like it's a lot of the same. That's not so bad. here. Probably have to come up with another plan for that. I'm starting to really think I'm going to have to change my grass out to something else that has this better side effect going on. Because I'm really just not liking that orange. So, let's figure out what that might look like. It's too bad, I kind of like the grass. Alright, what other green? We don't want that because we're going to use that somewhere else. I feel like I've been using this a bit lately. Yeah, we gotta say that definitely works better. Alright, we're good. We good. That is the racetrack above, so we're not going to mess with that. Probably could put a block in there, but no, because then it's going to cut into the arches, and I don't want to do that. Speaking of cutting into the arches, oh, well, we don't really need these. Pardon me. There we go. Guess we could have kept them for the other sections, but either way, we don't need them. Gonna have to close this down a little bit. And we'll have to give that the Tatooine metal. Probably have to throw a barrier block in here just to keep people from falling to their deaths. Seriously. Okay. And we're going to lose that. And that. And that. And again, he had a ceiling to kind of cut down. What is that? I just don't really see me doing that one. Probably would look better than the orange, but I'm just really concerned about cutting off the arches, and I probably have to use path creators for all of it, which, ugh, that's a headache. What if, just hypothetical, of course, where's my entrance? Is that my entrance? So what if there was a wall here, and a wall there? So we come down, poof and poof. Alright, now, I might be willing to consider leaving that the way it is and putting a ceiling over here in just this one section. But in speaking of ceilings, we're really talking about a floor panel. This might be more cooperative than I was anticipating. Yeah, but it does look like it's cutting off the tops, and I don't like that, but I can move that up. Let's just get a look again, see what we're looking at. Well, we definitely have to move them up a smidge, and probably change them out to a different texture. And we do 2 more back here. Alright, I'm sold. Gotta get out of that door. Well. Alright, he had used that glittery checkerboard thing. I'm gonna probably go different direction here. I'm not against the glittery thing. That may be too dark though. Hey, caramba. That I kind of like. I like that. Let's get some more of that. Beautiful blue. Okay, so what we will need... Get out of there. So get to our creativity toys, find our path creator. Put it in the middle so we can share it for both. And that's the middle. Go ahead and turn that off. Good height on it too, I'm already liking that. Properties, all we should have to do to a box path is either going to be front and backward or horizontal, I'm not sure which. What did that do? What did that do? Moved it over to the other side? Okay, properties, toolbox path, horizontal. This is pretty much blind. Oh, mercy. How's that? Alright, a little over aggressive. And I will end up moving this there. That looks like a win to me. And I would like to move it up one notch and see how that turns out. So vertical, it's either gonna be up or negative. It's hard to tell sometimes. You would think up would be the answer, and then sometimes it's negative. But let's figure it out. Yeah, up was right, and it's like a perfect fit for what I wanted. New path connection. to our properties, toy box path, horizontal, and it should be -6 and up 1, but let me make sure about the negative part first. Looking good. Then we get to our vertical. Drop out there. Yeah, it's looking much better. Get rid of there. Yeah, man, that's about as good as you can ask for. And we still have this stuff going on over here, and it's got its own roof going on. I'm feeling good with that. And we're going to do the same thing here. Is that about right? Properties, we turn that sucker to off. Are we good? Are we good? I think we're good. Ah. New path connection. Where'd you go? Did I turn it off? I was just going to say I don't think I remember to turn it off, but I guess I did. Alright, properties, toy box path. Let's go to horizontal. Hopefully still be 6 is a correct answer. Should be. Let's see what that does. I'm going to need some help. Because I am currently unable to see. Alright. So that moved it forward / backward, which means we're going to have to go with properties here. And let's go here. And that looks a lot better. But I'm starting to realize it's not going to completely cover the orange. We haven't gone up with it yet either. This may take a little extra. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna just need to put a couple more down to make it work all the way, but we're okay. Ba-da-ba-ba. Let's try this real quickly here. This will give us a little bit more visibility to what we're doing, I hope. Properties, toy box path. That's looking good. Alright. Now, 2 more. Make a big difference when you can actually see what you're doing. Oh. There it goes. Okay. And last one here, new path connection. I think 2, maybe 4, I forget. Oh, let's go this way. 4 should be it. That's looking pretty smooth. The only thing is that little niche right there. And we can get rid of that by just going back a step. I'd have to use spark mode to get it. So we want -2 horizontal. I think I'm good with that. Get a tight seal on the road. And all we gotta do is remember what I just went with, which I think was definitely not that. Maybe? Yes. The thing about using the characters and the wand is you can never accidentally delete something, which with the spark mode there's times where you accidentally think you're backing out, but you actually end up deleting something you just laid down. And that can be frustrating depending what it is and how much it'd take to replace it, because if it's something that's already been put in a pretty tight quarters that you had to manipulate in there, you may have to redo all that manipulation again. I've had that happen. Yep, it's no good. Alright, finally! This is the way my upper half is going to look. I'm going to fill in some trees back over here and that kind of stuff here, but he has a whole forest thing going on in the back, but I'm not going to get that crazy. I'll put some forest up in this neck of the woods. Neck of the woods forest. Get it? Ah, funny. And then let's start working the terrain. If we could. Where's our terrain at? There you go. And at this point we should be able to go straight across. Looks good. Alright, we gotta retheme our there we go. Now we're going to cap them off a little bit here, and then we'll do the forest. And then we'll get up and do that second staircase, and then we're done. So, happy days. Massive. Massive just takes care of a lot in one shot, you know? Doesn't give you quite the artsy feel to it that you can get with using so many others, but I'm good with that right now. This has been a fun little challenge though to figure out, not even figure out, but to take a still photograph of a toy box that someone else made and not only to recreate it, but you can only recreate the part you see. Then after that, you've got to reimagine the rest of it. And it's been kind of cool seeing my vision based off of his photo, his screen capture, and then actually getting to go into the toy box itself afterwards and say, oh wow, didn't think of that, or all that. It was just really a unique experience, and that's why our community is still rocking. Just a reminder, if you are into Disney Infinity, whether you're just getting into it or have been for a while and kind of think that because the servers went down, the game's no longer happening and nobody's playing it anymore, you're wrong. Just go to Disney, or rather go to the PlayStation Network community, Infinity Ever After. So say Disney Ever After, it's Infinity Ever After. And everybody there still plays. Over 161, I think, was the last count I noticed. And every single one of those was people that signed on after the servers went kaput. So you know they're serious, you know they're sticking around, and they are. Still playing, still share playing, so that people can go into the toy boxes that they've got. Some of them they build, some of them downloaded in the past. For those of you that are getting into Infinity now, unfortunately you can't download toy boxes. You can only download, well, not download, but you can buy play sets, which are cool as well, but they're not as unique as the stuff that people create. So with SharePlay, people like me who like to still build these things, I can build them and then I can let people come on in and mess around. I kept this because he used his up here. I'll probably use mine slightly different than he did. He used his below the ground. I'm not sure if I'm even going to keep it. Where would I want to put this? Maybe down here. Hold on, this I can see. Oh no, I'm not going to see that because there's going to be a stairwell there. Don't worry about the trees because I can put them back. But that might not be a bad idea right there. Or, how about this? Yeah, I'm liking it. I take it back. He used the Judy Hopps version downstairs, which I find them, excuse me, both very similar in style. See, those two pieces probably wouldn't have fit together, but because it was a smaller piece and then I enlarged it, it suddenly did. I can probably go ahead. I'm thinking I turned it off. Yep, we can bring it back on. Since it's not going to be in an awkward location this time. See, now, even though those ceiling panels now, floor panels before, are no longer here where I originally staged them, the game still sees them as being here until I save it back out and reload it. Then that'll stop. But if I had to put, let's say, a tree in that area right now, it wouldn't let me, because it thinks right now that there's something here, even though we can see there isn't. Hold on a minute. Well, maybe it doesn't see it. Either way. Either way. Either way? Either way? Both ways. And always try to rotate them a little bit. I think it helps that they're not always in the same direction. won't matter quite as much with the stumps, because they're basically going to be the same, but we will change some heights around. Okay. Having the cars drive by wouldn't be too bad, because then you could, depending on the battle, speaking of which, somewhere around here, yeah, we still have to place a locator. And I'm thinking, where would be a good spot? Somewhere near the cars. Alright, let's bang this thing out here. We should be able to get this pretty quickly. And that's gonna have to move. And let's see, looking glass, set the theme. I'm just wondering if I'm not in the wrong place. I think I need to be here. Will that work though? That will not work if I go here. Well, I guess it can work. I just have to build that out. I mean, it's like either way. Did we lose any down here? No, we didn't. It looks like we're going to end up losing this one. Unless we really want to stretch this thing out a ways. Good thing is these are real easy to replace. So let's do it this way, shall we? Let's place it where we want it to start. Rather than working in reverse. That means we're gonna need this here. And I guess we can make this one too wide, since we kind of like the way it was. Now the question is, what was it? Let's see, is that right? No, it's not right. I don't think it was this. Maybe it is. It is. Wouldn't have guessed. Alright, well we're going to stick with it because it looks better than this right now for the stairs anyway. Okay. I think we're going to use some archways here to act as tunnels. I just haven't quite figured out. Or maybe, instead of that, we build a tunnel. Go. Now that may not look like the most convincing tunnel yet, but before we're done, let's meet him. There we go. Then all we gonna do here is on the back side here. And once again get our wall pieces. this one we should be good to go with the black asphalt on. Or blacktop, excuse me. We'll have to just see how that works out. You can see a little bit of light up there. We just want it to look like a black tunnel that they kind of driving out of and driving into. Without that little section hanging out the top there. So, that's going to require some assistance. And for that, we will go back to the Creativitoys. And one of my all-time most useful, and that is this guy. Let's see, this will be... Probably, if I place it here, I think I'm actually just going to be good to go. Yeah, there. Properties. Off. I feel like that's going to be a one and done. Let's see if I'm right. I'm wrong. But it's going to be real easy. Vertical. We'll go down 2, I think. Perfection. Alright, back to here. This time we might be right on. Actually, I forgot to place it. Let's try again. 1. Properties off. Look at that, one and done. Now, it's perfectly pitch black. You can't see through it. And we'll have some cars in motion. I'll probably do those last. This time we have a double wide staircase. Okay, let's get our terrain on. Steal this piece because I don't think we need them over there. There we are. Right now, I'll grab this here. And we're going to theme it with that, because it's tiny. Then we're going to grab that. First, let's see if we can... down there. There you go. Alright, now finally. See how it's all filling in nice. And there we go. Let's see what our visual looks like from the playset. Solid there. I think I'm going to film more down here. Oh, definitely going to film more down here. Okay. looks really tight there. In a good way. But I'm wondering if I move it just a little closer. No. Like that. I think it'll be even better. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we're gonna have to fill that in. Okay. God, look at that. Oh, I thought that was actually overflowing the rock. That's perfect placement. Okay, let's try that. No. God, I really love the way that's fitting. Still having a little dilemma. Okay, you are gonna go. And in your place, hopefully, that's gonna float on me. And I can't have that. There you are. Good job. I'm hiding this thing's becoming a royal pain. Let's see what I want to do here. I think I'm gonna just drop a wood block in there and theme it out and be done with you. No. always like these blocks. I just don't get to use them very often, but I think I can use it here. See how that turned out. Yeah, that works. Okay, I think aside from the cars, we're good. Maybe put a couple of townspeople, I don't know. How's the fish doing? Swim, man, swim. Where's your partner? There she is, okay. You know Dory, she forgets how to swim now. Yeah, there she goes, kinda. Look at Nemo booking. Come here, buddy. The only way I can see that they might end up outside the pen is on the load-in, because they don't all load in at the same time, and sometimes it varies. So if this whole gated thing comes up later, I can see where that might happen. I guess we'll find out shortly enough. I'm the king of the world! Alright, let's roam through this one time now. Feel like I need more tree over here. Definitely need another tree over here. Okay. Not feeling that. Wow. Real good, all except for that one part where it throws up into the tunnel. I'm wondering if I can rotate this and get a better result. Let's see how that turned out. I kind of like it. Yeah, I think I can live with that. mind getting one more up in this section here. Gotta make sure we're not too close though that we end up bleeding into the tunnel there. It looks like it worked out well. And it filled that area in perfectly. Those trees are really good for filling and blocking. And they're also climbable. Well, not climbable, but you can walk on them. How's that? You know, put a barrier block somewhere over here just to keep nosy people away. Ah! What did I just do? I just fell through a tree, I think. Can I squeeze in here? No, but at the same time I can see a light through there, so that was a good catch. Good enough. Okay. Would like to get these slightly higher. I don't think this is going to work, but I'm going to try it anyway. Surprise me. Oh, you did. Excellente. Alright, well, sometimes it does work. Drag this all the way down here. Again, sometime... Now, why would you do it for that one, but not do it for this one? Does he need his own personal barrier block? Okay. Let's try that theory. Wow. Okay. Learning experiences just never end. Why in the world would you need your own individual block? I don't know. I'm just going to place these right here. That is pretty impressive to me. Mind-numbing, too. So think about this, never give up trying, because you never know when you're going to find a trick that works, even when you've tried the same trick almost. It's kind of going back to the whole fountain logic that I had to use where I had to switch it. I love that so much better. When I was making the single circle around the fountain and using the same 3 pieces with 3 replayers would only work if the replayers were used in a specific order. Don't know why it is, I just know that it is. Okay. Oh, we gotta still put the caps on, but then we're done. And voila. Alright, let's get our triangle caps going on here. Anytime. There we got them. Is there supposed to be a second? Oh, there's supposed to be a second triangle. Let's get down to these guys real quick. Not that far. And of course you're going to be a pain in the ass. Alright. Wrong one. Go there. And go there. Alright, go over here. Go there. And probably only need to readjust that one. Okay. Now we're good. Two blocks up here, which now it's going to collide with this one again. Okay, now we are Fun. Right after we put the cars in. So this is going to be a pretty simple thing. Path creator, looping cars through. At least until they're destroyed. Okay, now we'll turn this off for a moment. And those are vehicles. We won't. Well, I think we want decorations, don't we? Yep. Properties, path. And then I'll turn it on. And off they go. let's just pick up their speed a little bit, because that's kind of slow. We'll do 150. And if you don't want them ramming through each other, you better make sure they're all doing the same limit. Yeah, that's more like it. Yeah. Better clip. Much better clip. Ooh. Alright, so we'll do... Start with this guy here. Path connection. Properties. So speed 150. And we're gonna go forward. Right there. Make it 8. Even numbers. Toy box path. Puts them on top of the other one, so let's go up to 14. How's 14 look? Ooh. Still pretty close, man. Tailgating. Get off. It's not much better. That looks good. And with this guy, I think we're just going to have him on the path. That should give some spacing. Well, actually no, probably won't give enough. Because that one only started just barely in. Let's see what we can do here. Say, what if we go backwards a few? There we go. think I'm gonna have to make another bridge. Or another tunnel. That was close. Okay, back to where I was. Whoops, what was that? See how wide this one is. Of course, it's too wide. Path connection. crystal. There we go. Those last two kind of disappear. Oh well, I could change it around, but it's not that big a deal. That's it. Finally. It's a good box though. I'm liking this thing a lot. Makes you want to watch Iron Fist to figure out what inspired this to begin with. Get that little grassy overhang there. Make sure you look both ways before crossing the street, by the way. Y'all should know that. So, while we were messing around in Midnight Q's toy box, I come up with an idea, because he's doing something. I thought I had that covered. Every time I think I'm done. Let's see. Which one of you is being the pain? He's doing like an escape thing, but I guess technically it would be an escape thing too. It's just different. And that mine's going to be more of a horror theme. There you are. I think. Is that you? Yes, that's you. What are you doing? Don't make me lift the street up now. I can't lift the street up now. I don't think I can. I'm pretty sure it's going to end up colliding if I do that. Horizontals -2. Vertical, forward, offset. I think that was actually working. No. Maybe it wasn't working. Properties. Won't be vertical, so I think we got it. There you go. Beautiful. Do I even want to say it? That's it, we're done. So anyway, as I was starting to say, there is another sky dome I want to switch in. Then we're done. A horror game, which will be like completely pitch black with only your flashlight. Then we're gonna make stuff like kind of happen and stuff. So I think that's gonna be, I don't know about the next one. I think the next one's still gonna be the Devil's Tower, but that's gonna be right up there after that. Sky Dome. Instant fun. Properties. Was that the one that had the fire going on it? Let's see. No, it's not that. I didn't think it was. To see. Nope. It's not a bad sky, it's just not the one I'm looking for. It's the one that's got the fire burning in the background. I just can't think of who it is now. Tropical. Don't think it's going to be in 3.0, but maybe it is. Definitely not, definitely not, definitely not, definitely not. I don't think so. No, definitely not. Maybe it was a disc. I didn't think it was on a disc though. It's probably the dinosaur. No. I used it for some of my Star Wars builds. How cool does that look in the nighttime? That was another thought I had. I don't know if I'll ever get around to it, but of doing a... Is it Naboo? Where Jar Jar comes from? Figuring I could use the underwater effects for some stuff with that. Wish I had a Starfield like this without all the fighting going on in it. Maybe I save it like this and then just pop a few of them on until I find the one I want. I'm liking that idea. So we want to put some townspeople in here real quick. Couple of you around here. That's enough townspeople. And if they make their way upstairs, they're gonna get run over by a car. Alright, I've got things to do today, which include removing all the wood panels from the windows Alright. Well, like I said, this was a pretty cool experience all around. Rush hour traffic, what are you gonna do? I guess we can go ahead and go in the box and give it one last test. Skydome change. I hear you, but I don't see you. Oh, now I see you too.
That was easy.
Yeah, those guns are pretty lethal. Who the heck's crying? Is that Nemo in there crying like a baby? Yeah, I guess it was. Almost feel like I put some climbing pipes in here, but where are the bad guys at? Ooh.
You dirty bottom dweller. You're through.
Bottom dweller. Yeah. What she said. Oh, we got another one back here. Look at the cop just standing there, man. He ain't doing nothing. Oh, look at that. Now you got shot. See that? You got shot. Because you standing there doing nothing. You're DNB, man. Anybody else? Anybody? Our logic is acting up again. It should be spawning another wave automatically. And it's not. Whoa, Mercy almost ran right through that car. Oh, there you are. He who laughs last. Ah, too little, too late. Maybe what I need to do is put another button back here and just spawn waves that way. Let the randomizer do that. Where are you going? Oh, now I'm stuck. And it puts me back, thanks. And he thinks he's done with this box for now anyway, so. This is fun, this is exciting. See if she can possibly jump out of this mess. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you kidding me? Wow. Oh, I'm behind the barrier, though. That's right, it doesn't go forever. Ha-ha! Free! Victory is mine! I want to shoot you for putting me out there. You just watch it, buddy. Well, should probably throw something in here. Why don't we mess with those? Well, might have to load back in. I'm too tired to do it. I'll be curious to see if Nemo and team stay in the pond. Let's check on it. Alright, so we got some good stuff out of this. I was happy with the circular railing trick we pulled off. And it turns out that wasn't what he actually did, so we ended up discovering something totally original there. I'm sure somebody else has done it before, but I think the true message in that whole thing was I would have given it up for not possible if not for the fact that I thought it had been done, so I just kept on plugging away. And it turns out it could be done in a very, very specific manner.
Black Widow reporting for duty.
box. Thank you. We're gonna visit our friend Nemo and see if he's still in his pond. Oh, Nemo! Nemo's in his pond? Dory's in her pond. Alright. Well, he was having trouble with that. I'm just not sure why.
Just like practice.
You couldn't lay a stick on me. Oh, he might. Nope, nope, nope. You can't. You can't. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hilarious. Care to try that again?
Who else? What? This is a fun little box. Who else wants some? Come get some. Oh, I hear him crying. Hey.
Engage the enemy.
Ooh. That it? Look at that sniper. I missed! Are you kidding me? Where'd they go? Oh, there's one. Done. Is it gonna be too late? Yeah, got me a key. Of course, I got a key with no enemies. Maybe there's one floating around that we missed. Oh, there you go. It's like he's running from me. I see you now. You weasel. Mickey Key. What?
Got you. Now rot.
There we go.
Couldn't miss.
Ooh, ran right into it.
You'll regret that. Try that again. I dare you.
Oh man, look at you sneaking around a tree.
You dirty bottom dweller. You're through.
Missed me.
Incoming.
Laser Blade. Whoa, 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 whoa. Everybody just relax.
Oh, there you go. Alright, boys and girls, I think that's going to be it. 3 hour and 20-minute stream. And I didn't get to the other toy box, but I will definitely be doing some more focus on that in the near future. And as you can see, the fish have stayed in the pond. It's a very clever idea he came up with. Again, there's nothing super tough about the build itself. And the logic I added isn't even that big a deal either. So some of the simple games are actually the ones that I find to be a lot more fun. Alright, we are going to wrap it up. I'm going to get ready to pull down some plywood. I want to get the latest update on this Jose Jackoff. That's promised not to be coming anywhere near us, but at the same time he's still there at the moment, so I've seen stranger things happen. Until next time, when once again we will be inside, well, not inside the box, we'll be under construction. Oh, those rails don't run. Oh well. This is Old School reminding you that Disney Infinity is the game where the only limitation, as you can see, is your imagination. Take care, everybody. See you next time for more.